Okay, guys, we're going to move along on August 28, 2025. In a move that sent shockwaves across the NFL, Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones traded their star edge rusher and the best player on the team, in my opinion, Micah Parsons, to the Green Bay Packers. In this controversial decision, following a bitter contract dispute with Micah Parsons, raised questions about the team's Super Bowl aspirations, as they have each and every single year, no matter what, and Jerry Jones's leadership. The Cowboys received 2 future first-round picks and a veteran D tackle in Kenny Clark. The Eagles' 24-20 victory over the Cowboys in Week 1, a game in which the Cowboys' defense struggled, has only fueled this debate. Parsons' absence was notable against the Eagles as the Cowboys struggled to generate pressure and allowed 158 rushing yards. Jerry Jones, however, has publicly defended the trade, stating that it was based on math and aimed at improving the team's run defense and overall success in the playoffs. He pointed to the fact that Parsons ranked low among edge rushers in stop rate against the run. Now, the question remains, was trading Micah Parsons the worst decision Jerry Jones ever made? Well, let me see. Hey, I think it was up there, because normally you just don't trade off your best player. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk about rushing, he said that Micah Parsons is one of the worst among, rushing defense. I don't agree with that myself. I've seen him play plenty times. I don't necessarily agree with that. But it's not the actual rushing that hurt Dallas the most last night. What hurt them the most was the no pressure on the quarterback and allowing the quarterback to rush. So those rush yards are skewed. When you're in a run formation and you hand the ball off to your running back, and those rush yards are different than when you're dropping back to throw, and you did your job in the back end, you got everybody covered, but your front end can't get to the quarterback. That's the problem. And I think if Micah Parsons had been in that lineup yesterday, I don't think that Jalen Hurts would have had 62 rush yards in that game. He probably would have had more like 30. You know what I mean? And I think that may be the difference in the game, man. A couple of those third downs where he converted, let's just say he don't convert half of those. You know what I'm saying? Then you may have a different ball game. Because on some of those third downs that he did convert, the Eagles actually went on and scored touchdowns. So now if Micah Parsons is there and he getting pressure on Jalen Hurts and he goes down on a couple of those, you might have a different outcome. Dallas may be able to squeeze that one out. But the question, is this the worst decision Jerry Jones ever made? Like I said, it's up there. I'm not gonna say it's the worst. But it is possibly, but that still remains to be seen because it's still too early to kind of really just put a pin in it right there. When he traded Herschel Walker back in the day, and then he went on to get Emmett, a lot of people thought that was the worst thing that he could have ever did, and it seemed like it for a while there in Dallas. When you go back and you watch the documentary that was made, it seemed like it was a mistake for a while, but then things started to turn around, and then you had Emmett and Michael and Troy, and then those guys, man, and then they went and got Dion. So, I think he's trying to recreate that by freeing up that money to go out and get other players. You know what I'm saying? And so he may be on to something because it's kind of similar to what it was then when he traded Herschel Walker, which was the Dallas Cowboys' best player at the time. And now here fast forward to 2025, he trade Micah Parsons, which is what? Dallas Cowboys' best player at that time. So it remains to be seen on that. So we'll get a chance to see Micah Parsons and what his impact will be with the Packers on Sunday.